Rectification of errors including suspense account. Errors may be divided into three main classes, namely errors of omission, errors of commission, and errors of principle. Errors of omission. Errors of omission may include the omission to enter invoices in the purchaser's book or to enter sales book in the sales in the sales book. Omission to enter cash received or paid in the cash book or omission of posting. Errors of omission should be rectified by entering up the original entry left out or by posting the item or items omitted to be posted. Errors of commission. Errors of commission consists of incorrect postings, calculations and castings. Among the usual errors of commission may be enumerated as following. A. The addition of two or more amounts in the inner column of a subsidiary book wrongly extended to the outer column. The posting of wrong amounts. The posting of figures to wrong accounts. The posting of items to wrong side of accounts. The wrong castings of the pages of any subsidiary book. The wrong castings of ledger accounts. The carrying forward of a wrong amount from the bottom of one page to the top of the next page. The carrying forward of a wrong balance of a ledger account from one page to another. Errors of principle. Errors of principle may involve an incorrect allocation of expenditure as between capital and revenue, the valuation of assets upon an incorrect basis, an inadequate provision in respect of doubtful debts or depreciation, or omission of adjustments in respect of outstanding liabilities, prepaid expenses, income accrued or income received in advance, etc. Any such errors having been ascertained, their correction will demand attention. The rectification of errors should never be done by erasing the entries already made and as seldom as possible by striking them out with the pen. It will always be desirable to rectify the errors by means of compensating journal entries. For instance, if an item has been debited to A instead of B, a compensation journal entry B debtor to A will put the matter right. Again, if repairs account has been wrongly debited with ₹900 for a new oil engine bought, the necessary rectification entry would be machinery account debtor to repairs. As errors of principle would vitally affect the corrections of the periodical accounts, it would be necessary to see that no such errors are allowed to remain undetected and unrectified. It would follow, therefore, that all possible attempts should be made to discover these errors and see to the proper agreement of the trial balance before proceeding with the preparation of final accounts. It is hardly be stated that there are innumerable other errors such as omission of entries or wrong entries in the subsidiary records, debits or credits to wrong heads of accounts, etc., which, though not affecting the agreement of the trial balance, will also call for rectification. Suspense account. If, however, the preparation of these accounts cannot be delayed, the only proper and reasonable course would be to transfer the difference to an account styled suspense account or a difference in books account, and not to close it by transfer to profit and loss account, but to include it in the balance sheet, so that the same may be carried forward in the subsequent year's books and duly adjusted on any of these errors being discovered. It should be noted, however, that whereas the difference in books account or the suspense account will deal merely with errors as would affect the arithmetical accuracy of the working of double entry, the other errors would be rectified by means of ordinary journal entries. Illustration. The undermentioned errors are discovered in the books of D. Sorabji, Provision Merchant, affecting the year 2021. Let us pass the necessary adjustment entries to rectify the errors. 1. An amount of 200 received from J. Kovasji on 31st March 21 had been entered in the cash book on 1st April. Rectification. The entry of Rs 200 on the debit side of the cash book on 1st April 2021 and its corresponding posting will be cancelled. A fresh entry would then be made under 31st March 2021 in the cash book, and the cash balance of that date would be increased to the like amount. The edition of returns outwards book for March had been cashed 100 rupees short. Rectification. The total of returned outward book for March will be brought to its correct figure. 100 rupees 100 more would be posted to return outwards account. The purchase of an office table costing 6,000 has been passed through the invoice book. Rectification entry to be passed. Furniture and fixed account debtor 6,000 rupees to purchase account 6,000 rupees credit, being the cost of the office table but charged to purchase account in error. Rupees 5,000 paid for wages to workmen for making showcases had been charged to wages account. Rectification entry to be passed. Furniture and fixtures account debtor 5,000 to wages account credit 5,000, being the wages incurred in making showcases wrongly charged to wages account, as the showcase is a furniture item, so furniture account has to be debited and wages account should be credited to rectify the error. A purchase of 5,300 entered in the invoice book was credited to the creditor's account as 3,500. Rectification. A further amount of 1,800 would be posted to the credit of particular personal account. A sale of 2,000 rupees to Sen was wrongly credited to his account. Rectification. Sen's account would be debited with 4,000, being double the amount of wrong credit. The sales returns book for November was overcast by rupees 750. Rectification. The November total of the sales return book will be altered to the correct figure, and as the sales returns account stands over debited, rupees 750 would be entered on the credit side of this account, giving reference to the error in casting. A bills receivable for rupees 17,000 received from A. Bejonji has been dishonored on maturity and was posted to the debit of allowances account. Rectification entry to be passed. A. Bejonji's account debtor 17,000 to allowances account 17,000 credit. Narration, being the dishonored bill received from A. Bejonji debited to allowances account in error. 75,000 rupees paid for purchase of motorcycle for one of the partners had been charged to miscellaneous expenses account. Rectification entry to be passed. Partner's current account debtor 75,000 to miscellaneous expenses account 75,000, being the cost of motorcycle bought for a partner charged to the latter account in error. Goods amounting to rupees 1,500 had been returned from customer and were taken into stock, but no entry has been made in the books. Rectification entry to be passed. Return inwards account debtor to personal account of the customer 1,500 credit, being the goods returned by a customer omitted to be entered by oversight. In the next lecture, we will discuss about trading account.